Just pulled this TRQ out of the box of totally random questions. Parents, when were your kids in trouble or scolded, but you secretly thought it was hilarious? I always think the funniest one is when you got especially when it's like a little kid that's dropping curse words and you have to explain they can't say that word. Like you try to keep it like a serious face and you can't say that, but it's nothing funnier to me than a little kid cursing. I always think it's hilarious.
This is what happened when I was on the phone with my niece. I had my phone plugged into my car. I got a little road rage. Some car flipped me off and I said a swear word. And then my niece said, Mimi, you can't say, and then said the swear word. And I said, what did you say? And she just kept saying this swear word. And I was trying not to laugh. And I said, I am sorry for swearing. You're right. I shouldn't say that word. And then she continued to, Mommy, guess what word Mimi said? And I was just like, oh my gosh, she's saying this so much.
To this day, we can't really decode. It wasn't me that said it. I know because it's just not a phrase that I say. I don't think it came from my wife. I think one of the grandparents must have said something. But he's 3 now. But most of my son's being 2 was just riddled with him rattling off the phrase "effing off," but saying it. But he'd always like associate it with somebody. So he'd be like, "Daddy's bleeping off. Mommy's bleeping off. The dog is bleeping off." Like it was all the time, and we broke him of it finally. But it was like
finally,
it was like it felt like almost his whole 2 years old was just nothing but that phrase. and at first it was hilarious, but eventually it was like, we really gotta stop saying this.
I'm happy Brooks isn't at a place yet where like he's really getting. I mean, there are certain funny things he's doing where I'm like, maybe he shouldn't be doing that. He's just like not understanding things yet. He's still so little.
What is the thing that your kids did this and you had to be a parent, but you actually thought it was hilarious? You have something kind of like that? Or
my stepson 2 years ago went to a birthday party. He was in 4th grade then. Decided he wanted to climb in a claw machine to get a prize instead of spending $1.
So he actually got in there then?
He got in. He could not get out.
So is that like a fire department issue or?
No, one of the employees there had the key that wasn't to do anymore.
Okay, so they had the key to get in. That's good, at least. Otherwise, you're having to play the claw machine to get your kid out.
I thought a lot of these were going to be like swear words and things like that, but these are actual things like kids are doing. Someone said, my 8-year-old got in trouble for starting a chant on the school bus. It wasn't mean or anything, but he got every kid to start chanting chicken nuggets over and over. The bus driver was not impressed, and I definitely had to act serious about it and told him he couldn't do it. But after and once he was in bed, I was laughing to myself.
I mean, can we admit that bus driver is a crab and probably shouldn't be driving children around?
But come on, if everyone in the bus is yelling chicken nuggets.
Who cares? They're kids and they're screaming about chicken nuggets.
That is true.
They could be doing worse things. Get a different job.
Stop.
Come on now. I hate when kids talk about chicken nuggets. Maybe I have to hear the chant to fully appreciate the problem. I don't know.
They made it sound like it was just chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets.
Listen, if you're a bus driver and that happens, you know what you do? You start pumping your fists and shouting chicken nuggets.
Agree. Why? He should have joined in with them.
Or you got like the little speaker or whatever. You go, this is your driver speaking. Might I just add, chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets. You had a chance to be cool, sir.
Someone said, my daughter got busted giving our dog an entire pack of string cheese because he looked hungry. The dog was fine, thankfully, but she had to get a talk to about not giving him all that food. And she said, I just wanted to make his day better. I had to turn around so she couldn't see me laughing.
237, it's called text voice memo. You have an instance like this where you had to be mom, you had to be dad. But your kid, they did or said something. You had to scold them, but you secretly thought, like, oh, this is super funny.
My son, when he was little, we were sitting at the table, and he didn't necessarily like what we had to eat. And his dad said he had to sit there until he ate it. And he reached over, put his arm on the back of the chair, looked behind him, and at his dad and says, Dad, one of these days when I get big, I'm just going to kick your ass.
Aw, dang.
And then the same kid told his dad he needed Rogaine.
Dad, you're bald, and I'm going to beat you up.
Right?
Home of the Playhouse in the morning and more music all day.
Y94.
When were your kids in trouble or scolded for something, but secretly, even though you had to be serious, you had to have that mom face on, that dad face on, oh, you thought it was so funny?
Someone said I got kicked off the school bus pretty much on a regular basis because I was a short, fat kid and I got picked on a lot. So I would beat up the kids that were picking on me, and the bus driver never saw or heard them picking on me. All he saw was me fighting. And another person said my 10-year-old put his dad's deodorant in his backpack. He said kids at school needed it. Thankfully, the teacher thought it was funny, but we had to have a talk with my son. Stop.
On the inside, too, you're just like, okay, don't laugh. Don't laugh.
I mean, he was probably right, but still.
You thought it was funny, but you had to parent him either way.
My son was a junior or senior in high school at the time, class clown. He got in trouble, as he always did, and the teacher told him to stay in his seat and not leave his seat until the bell rang. They had an assignment that had to be handed in before the bell rang. So what did he do? He picked up his whole desk, walked it to the front of the classroom, handed his assignment, and walked his desk back to the spot. He didn't leave his seat, and he got his assignment handed in.
So took that very literally.
Exactly, but he still got detention for it.
Yeah.
He got in trouble for it?
Technically speaking, he did nothing wrong.
I mean, it was a little overboard, but still, he shouldn't have got detention.
It was just literal.
Someone said our oldest got caught sneaking cookies before dinner, and the funny part, he made a fake trail with cookie crumbs leading to his little brother's room, and he thought he was going to be able to frame him. It would have worked, but he had crumbs all over his own face. What a little genius.
It's usually, you know what? You got to get rid of the evidence. Can't be evidence.
That's what my nieces. They'll like open paint or get into markers or like cut their Barbie's hair, and they'll have like the hair on them or the paint and the markers on them, and then they blame the other one. And it's like, we know it's you. I see it on you.
When the girls were little, they loved the pantry and all that. It was always flour, right? And like flour is not like adults can't get in and out of a bag of flour without it being clear that they were in there. So there'd be like little footprints or fingerprints or be all over their clothes or their face or just all over them. And it was always the same thing. Who did this? How did this happen? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm not sure. How did it get all over you? I don't know. I think I do.
Someone said my little guy wrote his own note to the tooth fairy because he woke up one morning and he wanted extra money. So he wrote, please bring extra money next time.
Want a little extra cash, please? A little more. Kids got in trouble, but she secretly thought it was funny.
My youngest daughter accidentally gave the middle finger to the daycare, thinking that she was saying number one.
Oh, I don't know. I tell everybody on the way home from work they're number one, so I get it. Hey, you're number one.
Well, was she accidentally doing it, or did she know what it was?
It sounds like it was an accident, though. Who knows? You really hate that daycare if it wasn't an accident, I suppose.
I mean, maybe she just wanted to be home.
Was there any other parents that thought it was super funny when their parents got in trouble?
Someone said my son got in trouble
kids.
because he kept taking ketchup from restaurants, like the little packets, stuffing them into his pockets for emergencies. We kept finding them when we were washing his clothes, and we had to tell him, you can't keep taking those.